Is it going live yet? Not yet. Oh, it is going live. Okay, let me go up here to, I think it's starting live on Facebook too. I need to turn it around. Turn it around, girl. Okay, I think I got it. What's up? Do I have it, y'all, on my live? Let me see. I think I'm live, y'all. Let me see. Oh, mine looks stupid here. I don't see the numbers on here. Oh, I'm live? Hi, Jimmy Scott. What's up? Oh, I am live. Okay, I'm also videotaping. Okay, I got it going on. This technical thing got me. Hi, everybody. I'm Cynthia Hill, for you all who don't know me. Owner of Third Day Soaps Garden and Wellness. I'm located about 15 miles outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in Zone 6B. I am a cosmetic scientist, natural skincare expert. I'm gardener, I'm herbalist, and a mom of 1 and a grandmom of 7. Welcome to my show. Today is called Gardening with Cynthia, and what you're going to learn how to do today is winter sow. Save any of your questions till the post on the bottom, or send them to my email, all letters, thirdaysoapsgarden@gmail.com. I'm hoping that you all had an opportunity to see part 1, where I had you get your supplies and homework together, and I'll do a real quick review of what you need for the winter sowing. For those of you who do not know what winter sowing is, it is a process and magic of growing your herbs and your plants and your tomatoes and your vegetables outside in the dead of winter right now. And the difference between growing them indoors and outdoors is you don't need any grow lights. You don't need to pot up, which means you grow them in your little seedlings and then you pot them up and you keep potting them up till you got a big mess in the house. You don't need to water them. You don't need to check the sun. They don't get a fungus. You don't have to worry about them when you go on vacation. You don't have to worry about your dog or your cat kicking them over. And the wonderful thing is, when you grow them outside during the winter, hi Angela Scott, during the winter, is the fact that you don't have to water them. Once we do our process today, once we grow them in these wonderful little recycled milk, water, or orange juice, or Kool-Aid, or tea, whatever you buy in these, you won't have to water them after today until you take them out of here in May, when you either repot them or you can put them in a container and grow them on right in the container that we start today. Now, I already did some. I took them outside, but I'm going to actually show you the process today. What I'm going to show you that I'm going to grow right now is going to be kale, spinach, and lettuce. Now, what I need you to do is have a container like this, some scissors, a marker, some potting soil, nice and loose, a shovel, or use your hands, that's up to you, some tape, masking tape. Hi Andy Braddock, some masking tape. I really prefer the gray masking tape because you can write right on it, but I'll show you how to handle that. And that's only in some water. And you can cover, I'm doing this in the house. I would have did it outside, but it's too darn cold. You can put your paper on the table. Now, let me give you some ideas of what containers you can use. This is my favorite. So I buy a lot of water, a lot of orange juice. You can even use a shoebox. As long as it's clear all the way around, you can punch holes on the bottom for ventilation and cut some holes on the top for the sun, rain, and sleet and snow to go inside. You can also use something like this. I have my apple peels in here for my tea. And you can put holes, a couple holes on the top here, some holes on the bottom for drainage, and you can see your plants grow inside. These become your little greenhouses. I actually have a 10 by 10 huge greenhouse outside, and I put them in there sometime. I probably will. By the end of the season, or by the end of this month, in the middle of March, I'll probably have about 50 of these, with all kind of herbs in them. And nothing will be growing in the house but my flowers and things that I want in the house. Now remember, now you can do flowers. But since we're in Zone 6B right now, this is February 9th, I believe, it's cold, so I started with cool weather plant seeds, because starting them today, they'll start emerging the end of next month in March or in April. If the weather stays warm like this, it's definitely going to be the end of March, beginning of April. And you'll see your little seeds sprout up from out the soil, okay? So let's get started. Do you have your container? Do you have your scissors? Do you have your marker? Okay. Who's that on? Hi, Tashonda. Hi, Ushima. Okay, here's our empty container. I got my marker in my hand. Now, do you see where this handle is? You see where I did that mark? We're not going to cut where that mark is. Okay? Now, you can either mark it all the way around like this. To give you a guide of where you're going to go at. Okay? You got your scissors? Okay, let's start. Start right here. Beyond the handle, because you want to keep that open. Pop a hole in there. Start cutting all the way around. Just like this. Don't cut the handle off. You're going to need that handle as a lid. You see what I did? I left that so it can do like that. You see that? You see how I did that? Okay. Hi, Beverly. Then we're going to pop holes on the bottom of this. We're going to put a hole here, 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 and here. You see that? I'll put the marker spots. Real easy. Just jab a hole in there. That's what I did. Jab a hole. Jab a hole. See those holes I jabbed? 1, 2. I'll jab 2 more. Okay. When you get your 4 holes, you kind of straighten it out, because sometimes I'm heavy-handed. Okay. Now, you've got your greenhouse. Now, this lid is going to come off of here. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Now, we're going to choose. I hope you've chosen some seeds. So, let me move this one over. So, now, I have written on here, everybody does this differently, you know, it's technique like anything. I'm going to put my blue curled dwarf kale in here. And I have that right here. Right here. Blue dwarf kale. That's the seeds I'm going to be starting. I'm going to put my soil right in the container. Fill it up almost a 1/4 inch from the top of the bottle. Lots of root room. Lots of it. Fill it all the way up. You can moisten your water in the bag too, which I do suggest, because I just got water all over the table. But I'm used to that. Okay. You see how I filled mine up? Hi, Artemisia. You got it filled up? Okay. Now, I'm going to dampen the water a little bit. I'll put a little bit of water in it. I hope everybody can see. Now, after we water this today, or right now, we will never have to water this again until May. You know what month it is now, though, right? It's February. March, April, May. 90 days or more. You may never have to water, because I hardly ever do, because I water mine really good. Okay. Then, I take my seeds. What I said I was growing? Okay, the kale. I've got the kale. And you can put this whole pack in here. You can be thicker when you're growing the winter sown way, because you're going to thin them out or take them out. Or grow them on. If you have a big enough container and you want to grow your kale right in that container all the way through not the holiday, well that too, all the way through the spring until it's time to harvest and eat, you can do that too. So we'll sprinkle them in all across the top. I'm putting in this dwarf kale. Okay. There you go. Put that aside. Save it so you know what you got. Then you add a 1/4 inch of soil on top of that. Spread it across on top of the seeds. Pat down a little bit. And then water it again. So what you're creating is a mini greenhouse. Okay? Now, that's done, basically. What you do next is, if you have not named or wrote down your the name of what you're growing, is you get one of these little sticks here. Because you know how the season goes. You don't want to just the water to take off the marker, or the elements to take off the tape that you put on it. So what you do, you write inside. I got kale, so I'll write kale on this little grow stick. Kale. I'm going to stick it inside the little greenhouse in the container. So in case anything happens and you don't realize what you grew, when you open it, you'll be able to see it. Got that little trick off Winter Sun. And I'll also give you the actual site where I learned it from. I learned this, I think, in 2013. And I started in 14. Now it's all closed up. Now you get your tape. And you start from the handle. That's what I do. Can you see? I hope you can see. You start from the handle. I'll move back some so you can see. You start taping around the handle. Not around the handle, where the handle was at the bottom. All the way around where you cut. Where you cut at, you evenly put your tape around it. All the way around, snug, but not like so tight you can't breathe. Make sure you squeeze the tape onto the container. Make sure this container's dry, okay? And the tape will adhere to it. I need extra tape because I got it wet over here. Okay. You want to make this a little greenhouse. Okay. Does it look like this? See how it's all closed in? It's got the holes on the bottom for drainage. Now, let me tell you how this goes. This is going to come off, this lid. This comes off when you set this outside. Now, we've got the kale done. I'm going to move on to a second one. See what time it is. I'm trying to keep up with the time. Okay, got a couple more minutes. Okay. Well, I already put dirt in this one. This is going to be my spinach. You see the name on it, the spinach that I already cut. Already has holes on the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to add the spinach here. Now at Third Day Soaps Garden, I have been growing, seeding, harvesting herbs for my business for over 15 years. And I decided years ago that instead of buying so many plants, I was going to grow my own. Why would I buy an herb plant for $7 when I can get 4 packs of seeds? You know, so that's how this gardening started. And my mother, before she passed away in 2003, she was an avid gardener. So she taught me a lot of things about growing. You put your seeds in, you put the soil on top, and you add some more water. And one good thing about this is you are upcycling because you're using the containers over again, so they don't get to the landfill no near as far. And you can use these containers. I've only used them maybe 2 years in a row because you have to clean them really good. Okay. Now let's tape up this spinach. Hope you can see. Can you see? Heather. Hi, Heather Harris. We're winter sowing. Start at the handle, underneath the handle, so you can completely enclose your seeds and protect them from the elements from the bottom. You don't mind at the top because it's going to rain, snow, and sleet inside of this container. What happens is, let me tell you what happens, how this grows. You probably wonder, how does that work? Yes, okay. This sits outside of the elements. The container becomes a little home greenhouse. It sweats and adds moisture, and it rolls down into, hi Jermaine, and it rolls down into the soil. So it keeps it warm in here, and then when it rains and when it snows, and it goes into this container and drips down the side, so it continuously waters it, so you don't have to do anything. It is February 9th. I will not ever have to water this probably ever again until I take it out of here and repot it. Now, if I'm going to grow on in it, if I was able to actually grow my vegetables in here and eat right from this container, of course I'm going to open it up when it's all grown. When it grows and starts to emerge and it gets its second leaves, I'll pull this off and probably either cut that off and then just let it grow in here. I mean, I have things outside now that I had from last year that I grew right in here. They're dead now. You know, they're not dead, but they're, what's the word? Dormant. And so as soon as the spring comes, they'll grow right back on over it again. So I'm putting the cap on now. Now me personally, this is my style of doing this. When I first put these out the very first day, like now, I leave the lid on until tomorrow morning, then I'll take it off. Because because it's so cold here, I want my greenhouse to gather up enough warmth over the night, like catching the sun now, so that it'll be okay. So right now I'm going to leave them on and take the lids off tomorrow. But most winter sowers take them off right away. Those are the ones that live like in zone 8, 9. It's warmer, so they don't have to. So I want mine to just build up some warmth. So that's 2 that I've done there. I don't think I have time to do a third one. How much? Anybody know how long I've been on here? I can't even see. I think I can do 1 more. Okay. We're winter sowing with recycled orange juice, water, milk containers, thoroughly cleansed out. Soapy water, rinse, rinse, rinse. Then you put 4 holes on the bottom for ventilation, for drainage for your soil. Then you put the soil inside and you fill it up all the way to here. Hi, Lauren. You put your seeds in. After you put your soil, you put a little bit more soil on top of the seeds. You water it again. You close it up. You tape around it, and you set it outside. Don't forget to label it. All this information you can find at the place that I learned it from in 2013, and it's called wintersown.org. Okay? You go there. They used to give you absolutely free seeds, but they don't anymore because people took advantage of it. But they have all the information about winter sowing. They even sent me this flyer. I've had this flyer for like 7 years, showing you the same way that I did it. Winter sow seeds outdoors. Your flowers, I'm sure if you've been following me, you see my flowers. Most of them come from winter sowing. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to try to do this, y'all, because I've got 2 phones here. I have one on live and one on video. What I'm going to do right now on the video, I'm going to cut the video off because I'm going to take it outside. I'm going to take these outside and show you where I put them at. And I would rather do it on the live video. So if you're watching the video and it cuts off here, just switch over to my Facebook Live, and I'm also going to transfer it over to my YouTube channel, Organic Principles. You'll be able to see that within the hour because I'll transfer it over. And I'll put all the links, any soil recommendations. Yes, soil recommendations is potting soil only loose. Don't start with starting seed. It's too thin. Only potting soil. Doesn't have to be organic. You do not have to put any fertilizer in these. Do not use fertilizer. Do not buy potting soil that has any fertilizer in it. Just plain old, I'm going to be honest, I got this potting soil. I've been getting it from the Dollar Tree. But you have to buy this early in the season, like now from them. Because what they do is they start giving you the good soil early, and then they start bringing that crap like in April and May. So get it now. I bought like 50 bags of these. Okay, or you can go to Lowe's and get potting soil. Because I bought some potting soil from a major company last year, and it was really mulch. And I bought like 25 bags. I was so mad. But because the price was good, I just used it to cover up and bed things out for the winter time. Hi, Jermaine. I'm going to try to get over there to the church today because I really want to volunteer. I think I got some time this year. So those are the soil recommendations. Potting soil. Any other questions? Because I'm going to take these outside and show you what I do to them. I'm not going to put them in my greenhouse. I am going to take them outside. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so there's on my deck, there's probably about 4 inches of snow. But I put mine inside of like a carrier. Then I put them on the deck in the open area where you can get the sun and the rain. Some people put them on the ground and line them all up. If you look up winter sowing on YouTube, you're going to see a lot of wonderful things going on. You'll see people doing it a lot of different ways. It's just an awesome way to grow plants. I'm just giving you one way to do it, and so that you know how to do this later. You don't have any mess in your house. You don't have to upgrow them. You don't have to have any grow lights. You don't have to have waste all your seeds. They harden off for you. They're already really vibrant and robust. Once you take the lid off, the cover off of your little greenhouse, and you could just don't have to have plants all over your house. You don't have to worry about your animals bothering them. It's wonderful outside. None of the outdoor animals bother with them. This is it. Once you do this, you are done. So, okay, I'm going to cut off the video part, and I want to thank everybody for coming to Gardening with Cynthia. Oh, I forgot the most important thing. I wanted to show you my handmade soaps from the herbs. I grew herbs that go into these. Hi, Dion Smith, and this is my inspired black soap with lavender in it and also lemon balm. And this is my lavender soap. As you can see, the roses that are in here that I grew in my garden, okay? And also, this is my smooth operator body oil, and you can see the lemon balm in there that I grew in the garden. So this is one of the reasons why. Hi, Eva. This is one of the main reasons why I grow my own herbs, because they go into my products, and I can actually say that they're natural, organic, and I actually grow them myself. And even in my skin cleanser here, you'll see the chamomile. And there's 2 other things that I use my herbs for. I make and grow my own teas and harvest them right from my backyard. These are my herbal teas that I grow and that I harvest and blend myself. I sell these at the farmer's market. They are absolutely delicious. There's lemon balm in here, peppermint, sassafras, lemongrass, lavender, peppermint, valerian, and some of these thyme, rose hips. So that's what you can get when you're making your tea. And if you're a female and you're into a healthy yoni, I even have my yoni steam herbs that I make straight out of the garden with red clover, mugwort, chamomile. So check out my website. I'll keep all the not notifications, all the information at the bottom of when I switch it to YouTube, and also on Facebook, and also on my video. Thank you again. My name is Cynthia Hill, owner of Third Day Soaps Garden, celebrating 16 years of formulating natural skincare. And also check out my Facebook page, because I'm doing a soap making class next month. Early bird before the end of this month is $55. If you wait till March, it'll be $60. You will learn how to make cold pressed soap from scratch from me. And believe me, when you learn it from me, you're going to know how to do something, okay? Have a good day. Now I'm going to cut off the